Hey y'all, so I am going to do a coloring book collection video. I've seen a bunch of these and I like them. Me and my daughter enjoy sitting around watching other people's coloring book collections. We usually grab some paper and a pencil and write down books we want and like, ooh, look at that one. Oh, I've never seen that one. And I have gotten some really good books based off of those videos that I would have otherwise probably not known about had I not watched a coloring book collection video. So I thought I would do one of my own, and it's going to also kind of help me inventory the books that I have because they're getting wrote down as I do this and then going to go to their new home in my new area that I'm working on getting put together in my house. So I'm not going to do full flip throughs. We're just going to like try to get through them. And here we go. So this is my only mini book. It is a Taste of Home color. It's all about owls. I have some whips. A lot of the books I haven't colored in yet, but you see it's about that size. So that's that one. This book is kind of special because it used to be my mother-in-law's, who's no longer with us anymore. And she started coloring the birds and said, yeah, no, I don't like coloring. And she kind of passed it off, and that was that. I have colored in this, but I've actually pulled out quite a few of those books, or pages rather, and have them in a folder. And I'm not showing that right now. So the Christian Coloring presents the Garden of Eden. Coloring for Tranquility. A lot of these books were bought at either Dollar General or a local grocery store. For me, I think a lot of these books scream marker coloring, and I'm not that big into marker coloring. Creative Art Tranquil. It's going to be similar. Although I will do some marker coloring. Creative Art Tattoo. Kind of old school tattoo looks, which is cool. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That henna. Where was it? The henna hands. Oh well. So, I'm definitely going to have to revisit some of these books. We have Autumn Magic. Gorgeous autumn patterns to color. Started this. Need to get back to it. Like I said, there's just a lot that there's one I finished. I actually like spiders. I want to start a bug collection, like the framed bugs, but I want to get old vintage ones because I don't want to actually kill bugs to do it myself. Flying Colors. We are bird people around here. So I remember seeing this at the grocery store and thought, okay, there's one. Again, another book I want to get back to. Finding Solace Under the Sea. These are actually not even part of the book. Lots of underwater scenes. When I got these books, it was a while back. We're talking 2015, 2016. Stylized animal books. This actually, it was so sweet. My son, I think he was like in kindergarten or first grade, and he's in 4th grade now. So they did their little Santa shop thingy at school, and this is what he bought me from his Santa shop for Christmas that year. And I thought, oh, that was so sweet. So we have just a bunch of critters. But I thought that was super sweet of him. This one, adult coloring, brings shades of gray to life with color. This was, I think, one of the first ever Grayscale books that I got. And it's actually more of photographs, grayscaled, which is cool. But I haven't really, again, done much in it. But I think there's potential there. It's like that was my start. Then we have a Colors in Bloom coloring book. And just a lot of flowers. Mistakes are proof that you're trying. That could be questioned for sure. Stop and smell the roses. So yeah, there's that. And then another Timeless Creations is what some of these books have been from. Wild at Heart. Again. Fishy. See, that's like a lot right there. It just makes me think that Zentangly kind of effect, and I'm not quite sure I'm into that, but it's just a lot of marker gel pen work for me. I can't see getting in there with my pencils, and I'm a pencil girl, but I will do some of them. Another one like the Parrot book, Coloring Vintage Style, it says. These are cute. I look at these and I think watercolors. I feel like watercolors would be cute to play with some of these pictures. They actually remind me of some of the actual paintings that my grandpa and uncle used to do, because they actually did art. Mandala Wonders color art. Oh, I'm not sure how I feel about mandalas either. Some of it almost hurts my eyes a little bit. Almost complete on this one. That one I kind of want to go back to because I kind of dig the colors and think that would be cool finished. Markers. Then we have Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this is kind of like just the whole story, and it has you're reading a little bit and you got the scene. And I am almost certain I haven't done anything in this book, which there's actually some cool imagery in here. I could see coloring in this and then fussy cutting out some things to use in my other hobby, which is new adventure into junk journaling. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool pics to use for that from that book. Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. It's going to be the same concept as the Dracula book, with story and images from scenes. Oh yeah, another one. I could fussy cut so much out of these for sure. I love that desk. I love old stuff. So there's that. So then we have Sacred Animals. And this is a 1 of 3 books. And I didn't get the third one. And I looked for it. I'm going to keep looking for it. And if I ever come across it, I'm going to totally get it. Which I think it was called Sacred Angels, if I'm not mistaken. But this is Sacred Animals. Coloring experiences for mystical and magical. Illustrations by Lydia Hess. And we have some work clarity here. The dolphins. Fortitude. Seahorse. Love that he looks a little different than normal seahorses. Vision with a bat. So yeah. So that's the Sacred Animals. And then Sacred Heavens. Same Lydia Hess. Has astrology signs, horoscopes. There I am. I am a Cancer. So it goes through all those types of things. Gemini, that's my hubby. Which I like that kind of stuff. So yeah, Sacred Animals, Sacred Heavens, and like I said, there is a third that I'm going to have to get a hold of. Then I really like this one also, the Enchanted Tarot. Amy Zerner and Monet Farber. And this has got some itty bitty stuff going on. So these are supposed to look like tarot cards. Which, okay, that's cool. But it's all some itty bitty stuff. So this is definitely more of your gel pen fine liner type work. And I don't actually think I even own fine liners. Then we have Enchanted Worlds. Again, another Amy Zerner and Monet Farber. A little bit of the same feel. This was the first time I had seen some like really dark heavy line art and dark bordering and such in books. I was like, whoa. Even if I don't color in these particular books, the last few I've just showed you, I love having them. So that's Enchanted Worlds. Then we have a fantasy, mythological, advanced coloring, it says. Ooh. It's just a lot of, and see, like, how does this fit into this? I don't know. It's very random. So you have something random like that. Another random. Not quite sure. I remember starting this, and this was my first attempt at some sort of galaxy night scene, and I did not finish. So, need to get back to that. So this isn't a coloring book, but I do have this one, the Colorist Special Effects. And I believe that this is the first one by Helen Ellison. And she has at least 4 others that I'm aware of, if I remember correctly. And I do want to get everyone in the series because they are packed full of, like, as you see, you get tons of coloring charts in the back, which is awesome. But they have some really good technique tips. And oh, looky there, there's some star and galaxy assistance. But she just really takes you step by step and you come across the end result. And yeah, they're very helpful. Want to get the rest. Then I have, and this is my only one of these, Color My Sketchbook, The Dragons by Bennett Klein. And there is a ton of Color My Sketchbooks by him. And there are a few others I want to get for sure. But I started with the Dragons. Most of them are pretty dark backgrounds or dark grayscaleness to them. But that was just because I wanted to try to play with grayscale. And this, this is my only Jade Summer book. And again, this one, I got this one, we're going back to, we're still back in like 2016-ish time. So this is Vampires by Jade Summer. And I haven't done that much, but I've been in it a little bit. I think that's pretty popular image. I've seen a lot going around. I know a lot of the books, especially the further I go into my collection, the more familiar a lot of you will be. I think that's my only finished one. A lot of you will be with the books as they come up. And then these books were a gift this past Christmas from a fellow YouTuber, Color with Donna. I was fortunate enough to be chosen for one of the 13 gifts that she sent out this year. And I received this coloring book, Princess and Fairy coloring book, Tomoko Tashiaro, if I'm saying that correctly, I doubt. Which I don't think I really have, I don't have any books that have the Asian flair or feel to them. So I was really happy to get this. So it's my first Asian-y book, a lot of wallpaper. But again, we get into a lot of little stuff that makes me think, ooh, that's like, yeah, let's make that sparkle, huh? A lot of little stuff that I'm thinking markers, fine liners, gel pens. So I received that one. And Edgar Allan Poe by Odessa Begay, which has a feel to the Wuthering Heights and Dracula, where it's got some of the story going on and imagery from such. So there's the Edgar Allan Poe and then William Shakespeare. So yeah, all three of these books were sent to me by Coloring with Donna. Thank you so much again, by the way. I really appreciate it. It was very thoughtful and a nice surprise, and it was exciting to get the package in the mail. Like, oh yay, I was one of the people, because I didn't know until the package came. William Shakespeare by Odessa Begay. Again, oh wait, there's her, the author. So again, we got story along with imagery from the story. And that's what type of imagery it looks like. So that was those three. Then my hubby, bless his heart, he gets me all this stuff pretty much. But he all the time comes home with random little books for me from the grocery store or Dollar General. And so he got me this one, Good Vibes, which I just love it. I think it's so cute. Of course, I haven't colored much in it. I have started a page, but oh, I did do that. I guess I consider that finished. Marker. And like I said, I have basic markers and I'm not very good with markers. I can't wait to, I am going to do this though, because I absolutely love the Punch Buggy. I think it's adorable. Reminds me of, for those of you who remember, Herbie. So he recently got me this, Relax and Accept the Crazy. And I couldn't help but laugh when he handed it to me the other day, because I'm like, yeah, we get a little crazy around here. I love that. I dusted once and it all came back. I'm not falling for that again. Patience, what you have when there are too many witnesses. So yeah, just fun little things like unicorns believe in you. It's cute. And then he also brought this home at the same time, Butterflies Advanced Coloring. And this is kind of special because his mom's favorite was butterflies. And I was never really into butterflies. Dragonflies were more my thing, but butterflies were always her thing. And now we have just constantly, ever since she's passed away, we've had a thing with butterflies for us now. So him getting me this just, again, made me think of her. When we bought our new house, in my daughter's bathroom, there happened to be 4 random tiles with butterflies on it that, like, didn't go with the rest of the bathroom, which we found odd, and we thought that was her approval of the house. So, just a book full of butterflies. But I like it. Then, this was my first Christmassy coloring book, I guess I got. Magical Christmas. Cindy L. Sharani. It's got some cute ones in it. I think that's like a Shar-Pei puppy. I think that's adorable.
That's a chill.
And I know I have one in here that I thought I did. I want to get him finished. I thought he was adorable. So yeah, there's that one. Lacy Sunshine's Flower Pot Hatchlings, Volume 35. Illustrated by Heather Valentin, which she has some cute books. It's not really great paper. They're super, super thin, which is a shame. I mean, I could copy them and put them out on my own paper, which when I get a printer scanner situation set up, I'm most likely going to be doing that, because I think these are just adorable little pictures. So cute. So there's that. Then I have some Sherri Baldy. We have My Besties Zodiac and Stargazers by Sherri Baldy. I really enjoy her books and artwork, and I'm going to totally be getting more of her books over time. Gets into the zodiac and whatnot. So that's the Zodiac and Stargazers. And then I have Little Gypsy by Sherri Baldy, which is another fun one. I have a couple done in here. I feel like I have a whip in this book also. If you want to see a full flip through of any of these, just let me know in the comments below and I will gladly do that. The toes, their big toes throw me off. I don't know what it is, but they got a big toe thing going. I am not a feet person, so I just know that a lot of these books have been showed already. And there she is. This is before I had an idea where to go with my bubbles. Should come back to her. You hear my cuckoo clock, and you hear my Congo African gray. It's super early in the morning here, and my house is starting to wake up. Joy. And this is the last Sherri Baldy book I have. And this is Superheroes of 2020. So obviously this is my most recent one I got. And, you know, with everything just going on, I thought that it was a cute nod to those out there on the front lines doing what they do. And so this is her little masked people. So yeah, that would be the Congo African Gray. So Superheroes of 2020. We're almost getting there, but now we're going to get into, and I'm not even going to flip the pages because y'all done know, you done seen Joanna Basford's Christmas. And I should have started with this one. It was on top, but I messed up my stack. This is the one that done it all. Because before this book, I would grab my kids' coloring books and color in those. But that was it. I didn't know there was this whole world of adult coloring books. So my husband came home one day and handed me this book and a pack of Staedtler coloring pencils. And I said, what? There's a book just for grown-ups? I was like, oh. So, yeah. So it started with Magical Jungle, and then all the other books came after this. So I have the Magical Jungle, the Joanna Christmas, Secret Garden, Lost Ocean, Enchanted Forest, World of Flowers, and of course, Ivy Eating the Inky Butterfly, which I adore this book. I love all of Joanna Basford's books, but I guess this one is probably my favorite. And then I have Morphia by Kirby Rosanes. Imagine Morphia by Kirby Rosanes. And World Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanes. I know that he has others, but for right now, these are the only three I have. Then my one and only Hannah Carlson book, The Jewelry Box. I do want and will get all of the rest of her books, but this is the one I started with, and this is the one I have, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows Hannah Carlson's work. Then I have Whimsical Wonders by Julie Sperry, which I find these to be super cute. I love these little girls. I definitely will color more in them. Here's one of my finished ones. I have a couple done. Then I have a Dreams coloring book, Julie Sperry. all the cute little kids in them. That's what they make me think of. It's that they're all kids. So, and the bunny, which makes me think of the Blue Bunny books that I don't have yet, but I will get. I do want those. But she does some cute books. She has a couple other ones that I plan on getting. But those are the two I have of Julie Sperry. Then I have Intricate Ink Animals in Detail, Volume 5, Tim Jeffs. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with these, and obviously book 5, I have others I need to get, but for some reason this one's being pulled from production, so I went ahead and got this one while I could. But I do want to get his other books. I enjoy his work, and I have seen people who've colored his stuff, and I'm like, wow, they can come out really amazing. So I'm looking forward to doing some work in that. So there's that one. And then here is one of my favorite books. It is Surreal Fantasy by Ikuko, and I'm probably not saying that right either, but she has a few other books that I'm going to be snatching up on eventually. Here's one that I finished, and they're just weird, and I love that. And I think the picture that, I mean, I love all the pictures in this book, but the picture that got me, that I said, okay, I have to have that book. Let's see if I can come across it real fast. That one. I saw this one and I was like, oh, that's it. This is the picture that sold me. I love all the pictures in here, but this is definitely the picture that sold me on it. So, Surreal Fantasy. Definitely one of my top favorites, and I want to acquire the other books. And then we have, let's see, my big fantasy book by Molly Harrison. And this is 100 from her different books. She has a lot of books. I love her artwork. I'm going to get more of her books. And this is just 100 images from different books. This starts off more mermaidy. And then we get some of her fairies. And then go a little further back. There's still fairyland. See, like, that's just so pretty. One more done. We get into some of her witches. So that is the Big Fantasy Coloring Book in Grayscale, 100 Illustrations by Molly Harrison. And then another one that you're probably all very familiar with, some Jasmine Becket-griffith. This is the Mermaids Coloring Book. And she has those big-eyed girls. Her art is beautiful though. So we have the mermaids. We have the Halloween. And we have the first one, which I am sure y'all have seen these books so many times. But yeah. Lots of whips. Now also though, this isn't a coloring book, but it does have places you can color. I also have the Jasmine Becket-griffith Writing and Creativity Journal, and I love it. You see it's pretty thick. I love this book, and I'm using it to write you see it has little quotes on it and all these journaling places, and then there's moments where you can color a little bit here or draw and do your own art, and I'm writing in them quotes and things, song lyrics, quotes, thoughts, feelings. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift, and that is why it's called present. So it's just something I'm filling up with quotes and thoughts and a few pictures and colorings and song lyrics that I hope my kids will enjoy long after I'm gone. Then we have Anastasia Eli Calderovira, When Dragons Dream. I think this is a really beautiful book. I love that it is spiraled. I love all spiral bound books. I wish they were all that way. Glue bound books, you know, there's so many of them that I love, but man, I hate that crack. Having to deal with any images that are stuck down in the crack, it just, such a pain. And I wish the images either didn't go into the crack, or at least that they would all be spiral bound so we can get in there at that, basically. And another one of her books that I have is Dragon Tales. I know that a lot of you are familiar with her work and have some of her other books. And I'm going to pick up on the other ones also. It was just, I was drawn to these two books first, and so those are the ones I went with. So those are her books. And then, of course, we have Clara Markova, Tenderful Enchantments and Magical Delights. And she has 3 other books out that I am getting, like, very soon. I should have them. But these are the first 2 in her series, and these are the ones that I have currently. And like I said, I know y'all are very familiar with those books. Then we have Beautiful Creatures. Christine Glorious Ink, or AKA Mystic Art Mirrors on Etsy. Oh, I love these. These are like that surreal life. This is what this, it just, I really love her work. She has several other books out that are on my wish list. I have a wish list of coloring books a mile long, basically. But I think it's very interesting and different. So I really like her stuff. And another one of her books, again, Glorious Ink, Mystic Art Mirrors, the Fairytopia. This is one of her art she sent because the order was on a big delay because of everything going on. And as a thank you for being patient, I got this print, which I thought was very nice of her. And these images, ooh, there's one I have done. They're just cool and different. And she, I will always laugh when I see this girl forever now. There's a whole thing. I do a flip through of these 2 books on the YouTube channel. So if you want to see a full flip through of either one of these books, just check out the other videos. And then we get into one of my very, very favorites. And this is the book that started it all for her. Jane F Hankins, Friends from My Imaginary World. Awesome paper, all spiral bound. Love her art. It's super fun. There's something I've done. They just all look unique. And if you want to see a full flip through, just let me know and I will be happy to do so. There's a couple I have, and I have a video showing nothing but my completed pages from her books. So then we have The Imaginary Underwater World by Jane F Hankins. My Rainbow Narwhal. Turtles. She has a really fun interpretation of things. Sea monkeys. Love that face. Catfish. So yeah, Imaginary Underwater World, Jane F Hankins. Then we have The Imaginary World of Jane F Hankins, Volume 2, which I have in both sizes. And I'm a fan of the bigger size, but as you see, the bigger ones are big. But I love them. And again, we have, that's my current whip. They're just super fun. So we have those. This is The Imaginary World of Jane F Hankins, Volume 1. And again, they are all spiral bound. She has lots of fun faces on her characters. Owls are super cute. I plan on getting to this picture really soon. Like I said, you can see all my finished pages on my video. We have Imaginary Garden by Jane F Hankins. This is again one of the bigger sized books. She also makes greeting cards, and I've done him on one of her greeting cards. I think he is so adorable with his big eyes. So Imaginary Garden. Then we have Imaginary Forest by Jane F Hankins. They are really fun. And I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of the style of art and what some of the imagery looks like. It's not a full flip through, but I can and would do that. I do have an unboxing and full flip through of this. This would be her newest book, The Fantastical Christmas Tree from the Imaginary World of Jane F Hankins. And like I said, I do a full flip through. So that's one of my completed. Another one of my completed pages. So if you want to see the rest of that, just hit up the other video. And then we're almost done. Karolina Kubikowska, Ticket to Dreams. Again, spiral bound, great paper, signed. Love her art. She's a tattoo artist. I love the tattoo work I see her do. I follow her on Instagram. Just different. For me, has a little bit of that mystic flavor mixed with some surrealism, maybe. Love her stuff. This is, now I don't have her first book. I'm going to try to get that, but it's out of print. This is her second book. And then her third book is Imaginary Friends. There's one I've done from her this. And yeah, just, she has some things written, almost poetic stuff, and I love that. So you can see the sizing in those. So that's the second one, that's the third one, and then I have her fourth one, which is her newest one, Magic Hour. Adorable. I was so excited when I seen this was released. I've seen, this is a somebody's tattoo that she's done, actually. I have an unboxing and flip through of this book already, so if you're interested in that video, I guess I'll try to like link my videos below. I love this. This is something that's going to make it into the Jasmine Becket-griffith journal quote book thingy that I'm working on. This whole thing will go into that book because it's amazing. I read that in the flip through video I do of this book. And so I think that is all, folks. That is my current coloring book collection. And yes, it will be added to, that is for sure. And I'll have a future video showing some additions. And until next time, later y'all.